if they're being grabbed by somebody. We're not IDing everybody coming through the gate. So this is why I'm stressing this gate, and I brought it up. There are employees out there, but that's a safety precaution as well, because you don't know who's going in. It could be an aunt, uncle, might not be. So if there's nobody there to see it, it's a way to control that flow better and have the employees there watching. And obviously, if there's heaven forbid, a child screaming or something, it's going to attract the attention of parents, but the employees as well. Now they're still in that section. So that's why this gate issue has been pushed so much. It is the safety of coming into that courtyard for the kids, of them coming out with adults going in and out of the gate.
Great, thank you. Communications.
Nothing to report out at this time.
Thank you.
But we do need to schedule.
Yes,
in the near future, we need to look at some dates to schedule meetings. Okay.
Great. Finance.
Finance. We were very close to our goal, but we missed it by a day. So tomorrow, at some point during the day, we will have the posting for looking for people, more community members to join the finance committee. So that will actually be posted on the website tomorrow. We missed it by one day. So there will be a couple questions on there, kind of in line with the same as the communications has done, just asking your involvement in your community, what skills you bring forth, and just looking forward to get some more people on the finance committee. It's such a hot topic in the community. I think it's going to pay to have more input as well as more facts getting out to our community on what's really going on within the school.
Thank you. Negotiations, we'll talk about that in closed session. Park District.
Nothing to report at the time.
Great, thank you. The IASB delegate.
There's some more, just came out that there's some more classes that are being offered online and in our classes. So if you check, you should be receiving from the ISB information. It just came out this week or last week, the end of last week rather. So there's a couple other different classes to be taken, and also if you haven't finished your courses that you need to comply with, please take them.
Great, thank you. We'll go into old business. Any old business that we need to address? Thank you. New business. We have our first reading of our board policy update. Sarah, are we going to get hard copies of this, or is just?
Just to clarify, I told the board you were going to get a hard copy. However, we did not want to print the document. We didn't want to print the document and distribute it if there was going to be any changes in the policy. So we felt that we would give it to you electronically. If there were any suggestions, we'd then make those changes, and then we would give each of the board members a printed copy. Because I believe it's several hundred pages. So each board member is going to have a copy that's going to be given that they can take home.
Great, that's fair.
Okay.
Does anyone have any questions about that?
No. Under new business, though, I did want to talk about the last EPIC meeting that I attended. I don't know, I think it was the best one that I've been to so far with the kids. I mean, to see this one young gentleman who's a sophomore now, and the way he's overcome some of his challenges, let's say, he's doing remarkable, and our staff has done a remarkable job with the special ed and dealing with it on that. So I have all the confidence in the world in our staff on what we're going to be doing and making this move. We've been talking about making this move away from LASIX, and we've been doing it all along, and this just made it that much more positive for me.
I also attended that same meeting, and I will tell you that as a parent, I got emotional watching that young man give his presentation, because like anybody, no one likes to speak in front of a crowd, and for someone with the types of challenges that he had, he did a phenomenal job in articulating himself to the parents that were there that night. And it is a true testament to the work that our teachers are doing and the co-teachers in those classrooms that are working with those teachers. And he enjoyed being a part of the school community, being a part of his peers, and he's just thriving at Ridgewood. So I was blown away by his presentation. You were?
Yes, I was present as well, and just to get out, I know we do have it recorded, and there are a lot of parents that don't know or might be afraid to come or even email or send it to ask Dr. O'Malley. The Epic Meetings, it seems like has really become a place that's really passive, full of information, and not only allowing the parents to connect with the staff and ask questions, but also connect with other parents that have children with needs. And it's really seems like there's been some nice connections with people just to be able to talk and find stuff out and even figure out how to work things together. And it is a great place to very passively bring in questions about the special needs to the staff that might not get brought up in other places, because it's just they do a nice question answer at the end, and it's just a really calm, nice place to bring that stuff forward. So please share and push for as many people as you can. It's a great group to have them come in.
Great, thank you. One of the other things for new business, we're going to possibly have a special meeting on the 26th, which I believe is a Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So I will let everyone know for sure, but just you might want to pencil that in out there. So
Let the record show I'm checking my phone calendar
What time?
just to verify that date. So April 26th, that's Thursday.
so it'll be probably 6 or 7. I'm not sure yet. I just need to check on a couple other things, but I will let we'll notify the board if it's going to happen and when and where. Great. Anything else other new business?
I have another thing that I'd like to bring up. I, over the weekend, received a phone call from, she addressed herself as one of the administrators or participants of the Polish school that's over at Ridgewood High School. And she got my number through my Facebook page, and she wanted to just share her thoughts on, I guess they're looking to expand that program, and unfortunately she was telling me very hard to understand, very heavy accent, so I did the best I could to try to hear what she was trying to tell me. But she was explaining that Ridgewood cannot accommodate their growth, and they're looking to move out, and they're looking for a facility, and she wanted to know if District 80 would be interested in entertaining that proposal. So, and I did let Dr. O'Malley know that, and just wanted to let everybody know.
They're looking to rent space,
Yeah.
essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, the principal of the Polish school, Daniel Leach, I believe is his name, has approached me, and I told him that this board has to do an investigation of what the rental fee is. So as I discussed with Pasquale, we could take a look at that as a group for the buildings and grounds, and we could always come back with some information for the board. But we have not determined what a rental rate is for our facilities. Because one of the things that people need to realize is we could rent our classroom, but we also, when we rent that classroom, we have to rent the hallway to get to that classroom as well as the bathrooms, because they're going to be utilized, which means that we're going to have to clean these areas and be very, very thorough. And so when we do go down that path, we have to be very clear on what we're renting, what spaces we're renting, what's going to be the expectation with those spaces, and more importantly, what's the rate? And is the rate going to be congruent with some of the rental properties or rental spaces in this area? And so when I say in this area, one of the things that we could take a look at is we could take a look at the local mall and see what the square footage rate is in the local mall, which I believe does not include the cleaning services. But we could take a look at that rental space, that rate, and quite possibly apply it here, because we're not too far down Cullum from the actual mall, and it would make sense for us to basically look in that direction. The second thing is you could always look at the Park District rental rate too. You could always use that as a marker on how you run and rent your facilities. But those are two things that we're going to have to look at. And I told Daniel we'd get back to him at some point in time. We just have not had that opportunity. And so I've talked to him. I've told him that this is something that the board is just going to have to investigate during really the summer months going into next year, and then we can take a look at what we're going to apply or what we're going to offer to our community.
So that's something that, are you saying that we should delegate to the buildings and grounds?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
You've been delegated.
Been delegated. Great, thank you.